Ross Coulthart's actual quote on Massive UFO. I caught this interview on That UFO Podcast a few days ago, and I feel there is a lot more being missed from the actual conversation with Andy, the podcast host. Here is the relevant section from the podcast. Coulthart: I can't tell you the country it is in. It is not America. But what I can tell you is that the place where it is kept is used for another purpose, that is a auditory purpose. That's as much in your interest in your country in the UK as it is in mine in Australia and as it is in America. So the simple reasons are that you know there are other uses for the place where this object is stored. Andy: and we could end up with a Storm Area 51 type scenario if you came out and announced it. Coulthart: I can tell you, mate, that would be a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. This line in particular stands out to me. That's as much in your interest in your country in the UK as it is in mine in Australia and as it is in America. Why would that be as much interest in those particular countries? Could it be they are all part of the Five Eyes intelligence sharing program along with Canada and New Zealand? And why would storming this place like Area 51 be an absolute nightmare? Is it because it is a military place with a lot of weapons? I can't help but think, could this be Pine Gap that Coulthart is talking about? It is a military intelligence complex 28 km from Alice Springs in the middle of Australia. It is remote, is similar to Area 51 for secrecy, and could be considered laudatory. That's my take. Make of it what you will. For those of you that don't know, Pine Gap is a satellite surveillance base and Australian Earth station southwest of the town of Alice Springs, Northern Territory in the centre of Australia. It is jointly operated by Australia and the United States, and since 1988 it has been officially called the Joint Defence Facility Pine Gap JDFPG. Previously, it was known as Joint Defence Space Research Facility. The station is partly run by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency CIA, U.S. National Security Agency NSA, and U.S. National Reconnaissance Office NRO, and is a key contributor to the NSA's global interception, surveillance effort, which included the Echelon program. The classified NRO name for the Pine Gap base is Australian Mission Ground Station AMGS, while the unclassified cover term for the NSA function of the facility is rainfall. Post from user Bear Hunter at Reddit.